usan traje, sangre por ojo o cocinan con vino tinto. Esta noche no se trata de preguntas, se trata de presencia, misterio, quietud, poder. Nuestro invitado ha construido un imperio sin decir mucho, así que diremos lo mínimo necesario.
Gracias. Oigan, vamos a cambiar la entrevista a inglés, pero no se preocupen porque contamos con traducción en vivo que podrán estar viendo en las pantallas para no perderse de este increíble invitado.
Well, Max, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
And the themes for today's interview are joy, pain, and obviously darkness. So your characters have the disturbing ability to make murder seem classy.
Yeah.
So to start, can you tell us how differently Le Chiffre, Hannibal, and Martin from Another Round carry the feeling of sorrow within them? I mean, you're free to answer that they don't carry it at all, but we wanted to know your point of view about these characters.
In terms of carrying the sorrow?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, different sorrows, different. The Schiffer is basically carrying the sorrow of losing $150 million, right? So that's his problem. Hannibal is actually one of the more happy characters I've ever played. He sees beauty where the rest of us sees horror. He finds life interesting when it's on the threshold to death. So it's a remarkable, interesting character to spend time with, because people often ask me if it was a dark character to step into, and I also answer no. He's actually one of the lighter and more bright characters, because he sees beauty so many strange places, right? Martin is another round. He is well, he carries the sorrow of being in the middle of his life and not knowing where to aim, where his life is going. And but he does find a solution in a bottle. So he's changing.
Love your point of view upon Hannibal. Really, really good. Thanks, Max.
But maybe we don't need questions, we could just scream.
So, some actors immerse themselves in the characters that they play, right? They take them home. I would like to know if you do that. Are you a method actor, or do you draw a line and you just turn it off and you live the Chief at Home or Hannibal, or is there a piece of them in you?
No, the thing is that when you have children, it can get a little confusing if I come home and say that they should call me Hannibal now for the next 3 years. So no, method acting is not that. This is what people misunderstand. Method acting is a boring technique of reproducing through an action, like drink this this bottle of water, and then reproduce a certain emotion. The idea of spending your entire life with a character is something that the journalist has invented. They love it. Award shows love it, but it's quite pretentious, and I don't do it.
It would be boring also.
That doesn't mean that if you spend a whole day immersed in a certain emotion to a certain scene, of course it rubs off on you, but you have to find a switch and can come back to yourself again, for sure.
Lovely, thank you.
And there's this thing about your characters, they really draw me into psychology. And there's this thing about the psychology of the characters, where sometimes we see a character and we see how manipulative they are. And there are these characters that they are so in control of things that they already know how they're going to end. Your character